Arlington. Tonight, rivals do battle in the NFC East. It's the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. It's the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. The Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey has a set. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
This is someone who just seems like every year they just get better and better, Mike, right? I mean, think back, whether it was Alabama to Oklahoma to being a Heisman finalist, going from a backup role to MVP candidate. His development has been fun to watch, and now he's universally considered one of the best all-around quarterbacks in the league, and if they want to leave here with a win, they're going to need him to be just that. This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. One of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
From the 33, here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's going to keep it himself. And Hurts wisely going to slide down.
It's a gain of 20. And an Eagle 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Here's Barkley. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. The tight end motioning left here. One more time, they try Barkley. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. Dotson, the man in motion. 3rd and goal for Hurts. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's 1st possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Cowboys nothing.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys come out and they are led out by Dak Prescott as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, 3-time Pro Bowler who is now 32 years old.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They get 18 on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, second and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Here's a designed run. He'll try and get there on the ground.
On the keeper. A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
21 is the line to gain as we hit third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll be forced outright. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Dak Prescott on the scramble.
That's a great job defensively. Even though they let him escape the rush initially, there was nowhere to go with either their ball or as a runner, and they're able to force fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal try. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are on the board. It's 7-3.
Cowboys 3.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. Had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happy. Gonna lose a yard.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Oh, he's got him there. His tight end got him. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Hurts on the keeper. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Pick up there of 19 yards. 1st down, Philadelphia.
1st down, Eagles.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. That's powerful running. Lowers the shoulder and picks up fuel.
It's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down. At least it would appear that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do give him the conversion on 3rd and 1.
An Eagle 1st down.
Actually, a really nice play there defensively, Mike. And initially, I thought that penetration was going to bring him down in the backfield and bring up 4th down, but somehow, nice job by the back, angling his way forward. I think he's going to get this 1st down by about the length of the football.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down right at
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
Off the play fake, Hurts, and he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown, touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass, results in the touchdown pass. But really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles extend their advantage to 14-3.
Eagles 14, Cowboys 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Begins with a run by Williams. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
A gain of 4 brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that.
On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott as they've got it with 1st and 10.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards on that play. That's good for a Dallas first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
I'd like a bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and short. That'll be picked up by the Eagles. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery for a defensive touchdown. Greg, what a terrible play for the offense. You're trying to gain some momentum. Here you not only lose the handle of the ball, you hand the defense 6 points.
And Mike, how often do we see that when a player loses the ball, his confidence is not far behind? And I think in this case, that's where the coaching comes in. Put your arm around him. Hey, we're giving you the ball in this next possession. We believe in you. They've got to get this player back into the flow of the game after that back-breaking turnover that led to the defensive touchdown.
Elliott on now for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Eagles move out to a 21-3 advantage.
Cowboys 3.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Prescott. That's into the hands of Lamb. And they'll get it up 4 here as he is taken down.
CD Lamb. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 49-yard line.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner, and we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Sanders. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
At the 27-yard line.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now they'll pitch it out here. He'll work forward, a short gain to the 25. Adoree Jackson makes the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
9 yards to go.
A bit of a risky throw there, Mike. You don't love to see a quarterback force the ball, especially into a crowded area. In the end, I think he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On third down, Prescott. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Intended for
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 42-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are back within 2 scores.
Cowboys 6.
Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over.
That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. They're going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Hurts. That's right side. He's got Counter Terror.
That quarterback called that play in the huddle. That ball was only going to one guy. He was the first read, the second read, and the check down. And it was called to perfection. They got the perfect look and led to a nice game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one into the hands of Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Kenneth Murray. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Hurts gonna fire this one out to Smith. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Now Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
So on 4th down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Sanders to start the drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Second down, Prescott. A quick slant taken by Lamb. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw is Dak. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. Pick up of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Go play action. It's Prescott. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
He'll step up and run.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw is Prescott. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it. You start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Prescott from the gun on third down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Cowboys.
That's another Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Dak can throw it here on first down. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get them the ball.
They'll throw again. Dak. Here's a screen now for Sanders. And it'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Gain of 18.
How often do we see, Mike, the running back, they get a little too antsy and they go a little too fast on these screen plays. In this case, great job by the back. First, he let his offensive lineman go out. He then follows behind. That's the key to a good screen play.
They'll run. It's Williams. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal.
And goal.
Two minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium. After this, another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Williams will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. And a big score, Greg. They continue to get points, but After not getting touchdowns, this has to feel really good to this offense.
It really does, and I think anytime you can build on your confidence that now you know the rest of this game, you can finish these good drives. Coming away with 2 field goals, those are wins for the defense. So now a win for the offensive side of the ball, and got to see now if you can keep this rolling throughout the rest of this game.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys are back within 1 score. It is an 8-point game.
Cowboys 13.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Hurts using the pop pass. And that didn't fool anyone. They'll chase him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Made back at the 25-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield. So it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
On third down, it's Hurts. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that'll set up fourth down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. First down, Prescott. Left side, caught by Lamb. Now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
At their 49-yard
Out-breaking
line.
routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here comes second and 4. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings up third down and 6.
Third and 6. Pistol now for Prescott. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points, but either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So, big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain
on the play.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Prescott. Quick shot, caught by Tolbert on the slant. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Third and 1.
Third and a yard. Prescott again. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
Recovered by Philadelphia.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead, and we send it over to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with first and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Sanders. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle.
38-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll come up here on second down and 5. Prescott now. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
These curl routes. He's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football. And I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
And he's out of of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. That's good for a Dallas first down.
First down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
Has some room inside the 30. Guarani brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground.
And he will score! Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Cowboys.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here at 6 points.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this two-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
Now they'll set up to throw.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. With Barkley. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Eagles.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. Big-time play with Hurts and Brown to gain of 43 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Got his man at the 6. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
Again, Hurts. And he's in. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Eagles will make it a two-score game as they are now up 9.
Cowboys 19.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return coming from the 14. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with first down. Run up the middle at Sanders. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up second down.
They face second down and 7. Once again, it's Sanders. He is not going to get away. Might have got the yard, but it will set up third down.
33-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Now Prescott. They'll try to hit him with a screen. Give him 13 on that screen play, and a first down.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Cowboys. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screenplays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
Complete to C.D. Lamb. A 5-yard gain brings up second down at the 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 4. They'll run with Sanders. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Taken down by
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a third down and 4. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Eagles' 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's second and a yard. Williams gets it on the draw. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
2nd down, Prescott. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there.
Brings up
3rd down coming up.
11.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
On 3rd down, Prescott. That's complete. Left side to Pickens. And he's in! George Pickens. Touchdown, Dallas. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He knocks it through. Cowboys will cut it to a 2-point lead.
Eagles 28, Cowboys 26.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half.
Brendan Aubrey to
So
kick
now,
off
after
for
the touchdown,
Cowboys.
out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it's Williams. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Eagles take over first
Jalen
and 10
Hurts and the
at their own
Philadelphia
28-yard
offense
line.
set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. He'll take this himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Donovan Wilson on the stop.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
And in motion is Brown. Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down.
Hurts pass. Complete to Devontae Smith. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
3 and out.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at 4th down.
That's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere.
First and 10.
Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this first and 10. Go play action. It's Prescott. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
There's that man again. Another catch. Who's brought down that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
12 more yards.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
And this is what happens when your offensive line and your back are in sync and on the same page. Great job by the O-line distorting the defense at the point of attack, and then the running back understanding where that hole is, hitting it full speed, brings up a fresh set of downs.
And he's in! Miles Sanders. Touchdown, Cowboys. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will up the lead to 5.
33, Eagles 28.
Scott, thanks. No rest at the break for a couple of, I'm sure, weary defensive coordinators trying to figure out how to stop these offenses here in the second half. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here is Shipley on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's a short one. Caught by Goddard. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. They'll 1st and 10 at the 40. They bring a tight end in motion left. Fourth quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's second down.
A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's taken in by Brown. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Hurts. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First down, Eagles.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
At the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now Hurts. Open man downfield is Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 50.
Eagle first down.
It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line. The next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Hurts now. Taking off, and he'll take this one in. Jalen Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for defenses to account for.
Big play for the Eagles as they will try for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point
They're trying to pick this up with a run. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Jake Elliott
So
to kick
now
off for
playing with the
Philadelphia.
lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Cavante Turpin on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. What do you think? Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They run out of the gun with Sanders. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Back deep is Avery Williams. Fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. That's A.J. Brown and the rest of the Eagles offense set to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. That's Goddard in motion. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
The number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On 2nd down, Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Man in motion is Brown. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. They get 18 on the pitch and catch. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Hurts working in the pistol. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Osa Odigizua in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To A.J. Brown. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got his man right side. It's complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
First down.
A 19-yard pickup there. First down, Philadelphia.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. He's got his tight end Goddard working the middle of the field. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 2nd catch of the drive, this one good for 15 and a first down.
So the athleticism of this tight end is pretty well documented, Mike. I mean, he can pick up yards after the catch. It's just such a rare trait for tight ends. So it's the size, it's the speed, it's the matchup problem. And we got a glimpse of all of it right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting and waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Hurts. Open receiver is Dotson. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
That one never got started. Defense is pressured too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The 11-yard line.
The idea here on 2nd down is in the event you're unable to score, at least put yourself in a 3rd and manageable goal-to-go situation. But now after taking a loss, it really changes their approach here, and I think on 3rd and goal now, they got to put this ball in the air.
3rd and goal for Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5.
Hurts pass. Complete to Jahan Dotson.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down. So Dak and the Cowboys now down by 1, just under 2 minutes to go. The 4th down stop giving them a lifeline as they come up on 1st and 10. Back near his goal line, Prescott. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Jalen Tolbert. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. The yard line.
Here is 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Dak. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. It'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
It'll be a pickup of 10.
That's
good for a Dallas
Cowboys.
1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, you should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Now the Cowboys will take a timeout. The stoppage comes with just over a minute to play in this one.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 26-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Here's Williams. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 14
That's a timeout
yards.
for Dallas. It's their second as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one.
10 at the 46-yard line.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Quick shot, caught by Tolbert on the slant. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And we'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
3rd down and 3
So this is where it gets
go.
really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Prescott to his main man Lamb. CD gets the Cowboys a 1st down.
1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt, and that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Arlington.